Hey everyone, welcome to Story Time with me. Today we're going to read a story called Beauty and the Beast. Are you ready? Great, here we go. Beauty and the Beast. Once upon a time, there lived a rich merchant and his three daughters. The first daughter's name was Mona. The second daughter's name was Eva. And the youngest daughter's name was Beauty. Very cool names, don't you think? Mona and Eva were very greedy and selfish, but Beauty was very kind and helpful. One day, the merchant received bad news about his business. Unfortunately, he had lost all the ships because of heavy storm. Ooh, heavy storms. That's not good. He was no longer the richest merchant in the city, but a very poor man. Mm, a very poor man. After some time, the merchant heard that one of his lost ships was found and that it was at the port. This was great news. He was so happy that he couldn't wait to see his ship. Before he left, he asked his daughters about what he should bring them. Mona and Eva wanted new dresses, shoes, and jewelry as usual. The merchant went to the port and saw his ship. It was in very bad condition. Ooh, he sold it for a very low price. Then some thieves stole his money. Uh-oh, thieves stole his money. He got very upset. On his way home, the merchant got lost in the forest. The forest was dark, cold, and scary. He rode his horse for many hours in the snow. Luckily, he saw a castle. Look at this snowy forest. The merchant went to the castle. It was a very strange place. The lights were on in each room, and there was delicious food on the table. There was also a fire in the hall where he warmed himself. However, he didn't see anybody. He was starving, so he sat down and ate. Then he went upstairs to find a place to sleep. Wow, look at this castle. Very fancy, huh? The next morning, the merchant woke up and went downstairs. This time, to his surprise, he found a delicious breakfast table. But still, he didn't meet anybody. He felt thankful for the kind and invisible host, but he had to leave. While he was passing the garden, he saw beautiful roses, and he remembered Beauty's words. The moment he picked the rose, an ugly beast sprang out of a bush. The beast was furious, and the merchant got very frightened. Whoa! Look! It's the beast! The merchant told the beast about Beauty's wish. The beast decided to let him go only if he promised to send Beauty to his castle to live with him. The merchant had no choice and agreed. Wait, the beast wanted to live with Beauty in the castle? Back home, the merchant told his daughters about the beast. Mona and Eva were selfish and mean as usual. They blamed Beauty for being selfish and asking her dad for the rose. Hey, that's not very nice. Beauty loved her father and agreed to live with the beast. She agreed! The merchant brought Beauty to the beast's castle. At first, Beauty was very frightened of the beast. She could not look into his face because he looked disgusting. However, the beast treated her very kindly. The beast gave Beauty the biggest room in the castle. Beauty was very happy because the room was beautiful. Inside the room, she found a book. On the book was written in gold letters. Whoa! Gold letters! My dear queen, your wish is my command, Beauty said quietly. I wish I could see my father now. As soon as Beauty said this, her father appeared in the mirror. She was so surprised and thankful. She thought that someone who was so kind like the Beast could not hurt anybody. She started to like the Beast. Beauty started to like the Beast. At dinner time, the Beast came again. He asked, "Would you let me watch you, Beauty?" Beauty agreed. Then the Beast asked her another question. "Do you really think I'm really ugly?" Beauty was honest and nodded her head to say yes. The Beast was upset and left immediately. But he came back at 9 o'clock the next day. This time, he brought a very beautiful ring and said, "Beauty, would you marry me?" Beauty didn't want to marry such an ugly Beast and said, "No." Oh, Beauty didn't want to marry the Beast because he's so ugly. But I don't think the Beast is ugly at all. The Beast felt very sad and left her alone. Every night, the Beast visited Beauty. He still treated Beauty kindly. Beauty was no longer scared of the Beast and started waiting happily for his visits. That's cool. One day, Beauty looked in the mirror and saw that her father was very ill. Uh-oh, her father is ill. She ran to the Beast and said, "Oh, my father is very ill. Please let me go home." The Beast refused first, but then he said, "You can go, Beauty, but promise to come back after 7 days." Beauty promised to be back after 7 days. The Beast said, "Don't forget, if you don't come back, I will die." Ooh, that's terrible. Let's find out if Beauty comes back after 7 days. Beauty went home and took care of her father. The merchant was so happy that he felt better very soon. Mona and Eva were jealous of Beauty. They decided to play a trick on her. They wanted to stay 1 more week so the Beast would come and kill Beauty. Uh-oh. Two sisters told Beauty that they missed her so much. Very soon, Beauty realized that she missed the Beast. One night, she saw in a dream that the Beast was sick and lying on the ground in the castle's garden. She felt very sad when she woke up and thought, "What I'm doing is mean and selfish." Uh-oh! Oh, look at the Beast! What happened to the Beast? Beauty immediately went to the castle and found the Beast lying on the ground. She cried, "Please don't die, Beast." The Beast opened his eyes and said, "Ugh, I thought you wouldn't come back and stop eating, and I was waiting for my death," Beauty said. "No, Beast, don't leave me alone. I love you." At that moment, the Beast turned into a handsome prince. The Beast turned into a handsome prince. Hey, remember that time when the princess kissed the frog and the frog turned into a prince? That kind of dawned on me. Beauty couldn't believe her eyes. The prince told her that the evil witch had put a spell on him. Oh, an evil witch put a spell on him, and that turned into a beast. That's weird. The witch had changed him into an ugly beast. Oh, I get it. He said that the spell would only be broken when a girl wanted to marry him. Soon, Beauty and the prince got married. They lived happily ever after. The end. So that's what happened. And the evil witch could put a spell on the prince and turn him into an ugly beast. So that's what happened. Anyway, thanks so much for having story time with me.